Okay, so I'm making this video today because I got a actual text from somebody today asking me if oatmeal or rolled oats were bad because someone told him they were. They heard about this study that I've heard referenced by several, like at least 6 influencers on Instagram, and there's YouTube videos about it and so many comments referring to it and professing that oatmeal's bad. Not the one bullshit that it's full of pesticides and harmful chemicals naturally that occur in oatmeal, and bad for digestion and whatnot. It's because oatmeal is quite the opposite of that. But he was asking if regular old oatmeal that takes 5 or 10 minutes, this takes 5 minutes to cook up, is bad for you because someone told him. Said it's not. So the actual truth to the study, broken down by an MD, a real doctor who has a huge following in nutrition and is very well read, broke down the actual study, and the actual study compared people eating this oatmeal, which was regular oatmeal like that, pulverized, processed, covered in salt and sugar so that it's made in 1 minute just by pouring water on it. Okay? Now, pause for a sec, don't get me wrong. I do sometimes take a packet of this for the maple syrup flavoring and a whole half a cup of this, which is a whole serving, so that I'm getting like 300 calories worth of oats, and it's a mix, and I don't have to add as much of my own sweetener to it, whether it be artificial calorie-free sweetener or sugar or chocolate chips or honey or peanut butter or whatever to sweeten it up. But let's get back to the study. So the study was actually done where the children were given oatmeal, and then the negative consequence was that they were hungry again in like an hour, and they ate more food overall because of insulin spikes supposedly, compared to the people that ate a plain omelet. So the influencers say it's plain oatmeal versus a plain omelet, and that's where they draw their conclusions from. But if you look at the study, the truth of the study, right there in black and white on this guy's post, which he goes through and breaks down, the oatmeal that they use is actually just sweet oatmeal, okay? Very sweetened with added sugar and salt, plus 2 more kinds of sweeteners added to the oatmeal, and then it's compared to an omelet with, I think, cheese and vegetables in it and a bunch of fruit. So it's actually just comparing this already not the best oatmeal with a whole bunch of stuff added to it to make it sweet and not good to a mixed meal of protein, carbohydrates, and fat with a very high percentage of carbohydrates. More than half of that meal is carbohydrates. So the study is in no way, shape, or form showing that oatmeal is bad and you should just eat eggs for breakfast, because that's not what was given. And it's in no way showing that carbohydrates make a negative insulin spike. It just doesn't. It's not showing that. It's a lie. And like a lot of things, I don't know if everybody perpetuating this story actually understands it or has seen the data. I can tell that a lot of people that perpetuate it in the comments haven't seen it, read it, or they're just going by what they heard, just like this person's friend was telling him what he heard or saw on a YouTube video, which was a complete misrepresentation, or you could call it a lie. So basically, there's just a lot of shitty information out there. Common sense would tell you that something like oatmeal is fine for you. Common sense would also tell you that an omelet with cheese or avocado added to it and vegetables and fruit on the side is also fine. I wouldn't demonize foods, and I don't want to call one food a superfood or a health food over another. It's a choice. Certainly, if I had a choice between just a bowl of oatmeal and an omelet with fruit and stuff like that, I would probably go for that mixed meal over it because it's, number one, higher in protein, regardless of the amount of calories, because the calories were off in that experiment as well. So it's just worthless. You can do a study to prove anything, basically. More on that some other time. But what you need to see is something proven time after time in multiple studies to draw a conclusion, okay? North Jersey Health and Fitness, because health comes first.